If you have seen the speeches of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the run-up to the elections this year, and you have to pretend to be a Himalayan monk not to have, you'd have noticed a big, white, secular-looking lotus seemingly poking at his face in photos and videos. Why does a man renowned for being camera-hungry share his limelight with a black and white paper flower? And why has it grown bigger over the years? For example, if you look at Modi's election speeches from 2014, you'll see a smaller lotus pinned on his 56-inch chest. It might seem innocuous, but I believe this tiny black and white lotus played a significant part in 2014 in making Modi the first Prime Minister with an absolute majority government in 30 years. I also believe that if he has to come to power once again in 2019, the bigger lotus will play a big part. To understand the mystery of this white lotus, let's first get the obvious explanation out of the way, which is that it is there because the lotus is the BJP's party symbol. True, but BJP's symbol is a saffron lotus, not this black and white one. And for a party that proudly wants to saffronize India, you'd think the PM would wear an orange lotus rather than a white secular looking one. Why then does the PM love it so? The answer to this mystery lies in a field of science called semiotics and its sister science semantics. Let's understand the sociological semiotics of the Prime Minister's white lotus. Having voted a couple of times, I have found the whole exercise unsettling. You have very little time before the EVM machine to cast your vote, and the choices before you are in multiples. It takes time just to read the names of all the available candidates and match them with their party names. To make this process easier, and also to help unlettered people vote correctly, we have the party symbols on the EVM next to the name of the candidates. Lotus for the BJP, hand for the Congress, sun rising from the clouds for DMK, cycle for the SP, elephant for BSP, this child's scribble of a flower for Trinamool Congress, and so on. Seems simple, right? Not really, because there are about 2,300 registered parties in India, and even if just 20 of them make it to your EVM machine, it makes your job of finding the person you want to vote for tough. Mistakes can happen, and in this twilight zone of error rests the BJP's white lotus.
This is basically nothing, and yet it's everything.
Now, what is the most important trick in the advertisers and marketers' book? Repetition. You can not only live without a Coke or a Pepsi, but studies suggest you'd be much healthier if you don't drink them. Yet people like you and me spend billions worldwide to buy them. Why? The answer again lies in semiotics. Now tell me, what do you think of when I say ye dil mange more, or thanda matlab, or taste the thunder? You instantly recall the cola brands, don't you? Not just that, on a hot summer's day when you are thirsty, what do? Go for something thanda. And thanda matlab, yes, you grab a Coca-Cola. This is semiotics and semantics at work. These cola companies repeat their brands so much that it becomes fixed in your mind and you respond by drinking it as if on autopilot. What Narendra Modi has done is bring this idea of brand reputation into the political sphere. When a polling agent is heckling you to quickly cast your vote so that the person behind you gets his turn, you are left with little time. And if you, like a majority of Indians, are undecided about who to vote but are determined to press a button, what symbol will you press in a hurry? Chances are you'll press the party symbol you remember best. Narendra Modi makes sure you cannot miss the white lotus. It is placed so high up on the dais, sometimes even seemingly poking into his beard, that no election photo or video of the PM can ever come without it. He thus subconsciously primes you for the white lotus by repetition. Why a white lotus? Because EVMs display the party logo in black and white, not color. If this seems like an exaggeration, consider this news that made headlines worldwide last week. A man literally chopped off his finger because he accidentally voted for the wrong party. Which wrong party he voted for instead of the one he really wanted to? You guess right, BJP. Now, if you consider that BJP and its allies won most of their seats in 2014 on extremely thin margins, at times as low as a few hundred votes, you realize how crucial this simple semiotic trick used by Modi was for his victory. The obvious question that comes to mind then is this: if Narendra Modi has figured out the secret to winning at least a few extra seats, what about the other parties? As you can see, they haven't really thought about this, or perhaps they don't care. No other party has reached the level of rigorous planning and meticulous attention to detail that Narendra Modi has inculcated in the BJP. Most parties continue fighting 21st century elections with 20th century campaigning tools? Well, not all. Here is Nilesh Rane, who seems to think that having his party symbol, a fridge, on stage will help people remember it. You know what? It just might. Thus, you might criticize Narendra Modi for unemployment being at a 45-year high, or rising hatred in the nation, rising social and economic inequality, demonetization, worsening global relations, etc. What you cannot fault him on is his desire for victory, and that he will leave no stone unturned to win 2019, be it by hook, crook, or the semiotic cookbook. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, do share and subscribe, and check out other videos on my channel.